This is Tiger Turbulence, uncensored, unleashed, and turning the torch up on SFA identities. The rookie from the Hawks, PM Bangers, challenged Bastyy. Wanted to hear the sexy tones of the man who's a pin-up boy for what is called the Bastyy Fan Club. Bastyy's a great fury, and I certainly couldn't wait to get him in the hot seat. Welcome to the show, Bastyy.
Well, hello there, Tiger Turbulence. I am so excited to be here today. I have been so looking forward to being part of this, and thank you, PM Bangers. Loving your work for putting me in the hot seat.
What in the hell is going on? Mrs. Turbo, get off the line.
Oh, come on. It was going to be funny. Come on. All right. Where are you, Bastyy? Are you here?
Yeah, here I am. How are we?
I'm good. Right. I think she's gone there. Right. Now, Bastyy, you know how it works. I ask the questions, you answer. If I don't like what I'm hearing, I'm going to either kick you off the show like I just did Mrs. Buddy Turbo, or I'm going to turn the heat up. Are you ready?
I'm born ready.
Righto. Do you still hold a grudge against Genghis, Tron and Rivet for ensuring you would not get a Rising Star Award nomination in your rookie season?
Well, I can't blame him really, but I do have a bit of a grudge. I'm not happy with the fact that I did not get a Rising Star.
So what was it? They didn't like you? They just tried to keep a good Bastyy down? What was the reason they did what they did?
Well, clearly they must have hated the Furies because Piggy Smalls didn't win in the end when he probably should have. And then I didn't get nominated. Rest of the other blokes probably didn't get nominated.
Righto. Now, since going to the wing, your Quiddy stats have exploded. Now, do you put that down to good coaching, getting out of the dumpster now you're out of your rookie year and getting some real food instead of the scraps we fed you? And do you think graduating from Fury's Next Generation Flogatomy had anything to do with this brilliance that you're showing?
Well, it's got nothing to do with the coaching because obviously last year I couldn't kick shit for goal. But now, well, getting out of the dumpster has been really good for me. So I think it would have to be the dumpster that's been really good for me to get on the wing and improve my Quiddy.
Well, I notice you're a little bit, browner now. You're not that pasty white colour you were. So, and your teeth don't, your gums don't bleed anymore either, which is probably a good sign, I'd say. And you got rid of that permanent dribbly nose you had. Yeah. So,
it was a signature style, okay?
Yeah.
Had to keep it.
Now, in Natural Dumbasses mid-season survey, you've stormed home as the people's choice for most improved player. So what do you put the improvement of your performance down to?
Yeah, training's been pretty good for me because I've been more in charge, especially being the co-skipper the other week. That was amazing. But then, I don't know, I think it must have just been having someone like Mr. M following me around and saying that I'm the greatest poster in the SFA. You boost my ego a bit.
So is that following you or stalking you around?
More stalking of places I don't want to see him.
Have a look out your window right now. Can you see anyone just standing there?
Well, I've kicked him off my property. He's not coming anywhere near us.
Yes. Now, co-captaining you just brought up, you had a brilliant win against the Roys. That's like the biggest win I think the Furies have had this year. Highest score and lowest points against. Now, what was it you did in that game that made that difference happen?
Oh, well, I think everyone just had a more inspiring captain. I think they saw me and they saw, well, we've got to do it for Bastyy. He's got his own fan club and everything.
Yeah, arsehole. What teams have tried to recruit you now your name's getting out? Because I know what happens. Once someone that's only been in the comp a little while, the name gets out there, the parasites are all in there trying to get hold of you. So what teams have had their grubby hands on you?
I've had Tonga Bob come up for me. He doesn't realise that I turned down the Warriors last season, and I definitely don't want to play for the Warriors anytime soon. But other than that, I think it's only Bob, and Bob's pretty desperate. So,
well, he plays for the Warriors, doesn't he? So he would be. So no one else.
No one else yet. By the end of the season, I have every team in the competition will want me.
Well, he's getting out there, so I would expect it. Now, Milky got you to agree to go across from the Furies to the Vampires after your rookie season. Now, what did he do to make you agree to go into such a ridiculously thought-out idea? What did he offer you? What was the deal he offered you?
Well, clearly he was desperate at that point because I hadn't posted in about 7 weeks at that point. So reaching out to me was an act of desperation. And, well, I knew I had long-term job security there because I knew no one else was coming through than the Vampires. And I knew by the time in like 2 seasons, everyone would be sick of Milky, so then I could captain my own side.
Oh, okay, I can see the tactics in that. So, it's, obviously history shows it didn't get across the line. So how did you feel, obviously being someone that would have been pro-expansion because, you're looking to go across to another club, how do you think the expansion bid played out in the SFA? Like, do you think that it was a fair process, or do you think it was lampooned by forces that were looking after their own self-interests?
I think the committee kind of just went about sucking their own shit, really. They just went on and on and on about it. A bunch of bullshit came out about that. Really, in the end, we've had a fine season anyway. If we had expansion, Serpents probably wouldn't have even had that many posters. So, in the end, it probably worked out fine, but fuck, it took so long to just say no.
But that was, what was that? That was due course or something, wasn't it?
Whatever they wanted to say, whatever they thought was their reasoning behind it.
Now, I see you play Werewolf.
I've played it twice.
Yeah, so have you got a BC membership card yet, or is that coming in the post?
I've joined Pam Banger's new boys club. I think it's probably the superior version. Like,
but isn't that like a karaoke group or something, like a boys band?
Well, it's better than a Facebook group. I'd rather be singing up on karaoke with a fucking hawk than posting on a Facebook Messenger group every week.
Now, you took over the captaincy of the Furies last week, as we discussed, and with a great victory. So you're really batting 1,000 at the moment with no losses against your name. Do you actually think, now that you've had a taste of being at the the leader of a Quiddy group, is it something you aspire to maybe doing in a season or two?
If I ever had so much free time to my name, that's something I could do, sure. But with some of the dickheads that we had to deal with at the Furies, I don't know if I really want to.
Yes, it does take a certain type to lead that rabble. Now, is it true the entire reason the Bastyy Fan Club was created was so you could use the fan club mailing list as an old school version of Tinder?
Initially, yes, but now that it's happened, now that we're looking back on it, the people that have signed up to it definitely not desirable, and we're going to be trying something else next season.
So when you say not, who are some of the people that have signed the Bastyy Fan Club? Who are? What is there? 5, 6? What sort of numbers are we looking at here?
Well, we've got about every rookie from season 30, and I don't rate any of them. Maybe Super Sons, he's all right. Pam Bangers, he's okay. We've got all of the Bombers. All the Bombers joined round 1. They were great. And then we've got any other sorry sod that wants to sign up. So
all the Bombers. So they haven't tried to recruit you yet?
No, not yet.
That'll be.
They're too busy recruiting Metal Crusher and Blue All Through and all those people.
Now, talking about the Bombers, their captain Antonio Bluevane has suspected that you are Bone 2468. So, do you want to come clean on that and admit what's going on?
Well, I'm not the type of bloke to have an alt. I would never do that. So I will not be confirming whether or not I am Bone, because I want that to be up to speculation for the SFA still. But there are similarities, I won't lie.
Now, the halfback is exploring his draft options for season 31. You aware of that?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. So sad.
Well, he's only exploring. He hasn't left yet. So, is he a member of the Bastyy Fan Club?
He's the treasurer. He looks after all my money. I worry every time I go out because
you've got the halfback looking after the kitty. Oh, yes. Fuck.
Well, look, I've made some bad decisions. I was the treasurer at one point. I won the election, but him and Mr. M planned some coup.
That'll explain.
The halfback would be in charge.
Well, that explains why the halfback was getting all those private lap dances the other night. I was wondering where that was coming from. So, all right. So he's the treasurer of the Bastyy Fan Club, which means at the moment he's riding pretty high on that. So can you use your influence to ensure he stays?
I could, if I really want him to stay. I don't know how much I want him to stay. He's got that full forward spot. I might be taking that next season. So,
would you come off the wing after the season you've had, though?
Yeah, sick of being on the same wing as Mr. M.
Oh, Mr. M's just curled up in the fetal position right now.
Look, he can get his own rookie next season. That loves him as much as he loves me, but the boys have to move on.
So the Furies had a big influx of new and returning players season 30. We got Mr. M, obviously, we're just talking about. We got Elton John Wiggs. We got Norma Leava. We had Sturgeon Tiglin come back. So, you know, opposition teams seem to be of the agreement that we're a better side to banter against with more depth than what we have been in the past because, you know, previously we were a little bit shallow and a little bit one-lined. So as a player, how have you found the club, you know, in the last couple of seasons? Have you seen the change?
Yeah, I think the change, you can really see it like just in bantering in the post in the match threads each week. Guys like people like Norma Leava, Tiglin, who come in every now and then, drop in a few posts, are always great. And then you got people like Elton John Wigg when they're posting just elite at an elite level, an elite standard. It's great every week, and I think opposition teams love it. So.
Yeah, well, he's got a few issues, so he takes a little bit of a break. So it'd be great that when he comes back. And Carson Dial, have you noticed he's been missing this season?
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
He was in a thread the other week. I think someone tagged him in.
Yeah, he's just starting to come back. I've PM'd him, so he's looking to sort of come back in. He's had a bit of a time out as well. So we've actually got a few people that are really quality, I think, to return. So, and Rioli, obviously, he started to really kick in because he's
been really good the past week.
Yeah, they had a real quiet, you know, first half, but
he's past his Mike Tyson phase. Now we can actually.
Is that right? Yeah, fuck. Yeah, and he's got over his trying to beat the Crocodile record for fucking what was it, 800 posts or something.
I think it was 1,000 something.
1,000 was it? Gee, he made 800, I think, and
just an embarrassing record, really.
Fuck. Now I've noticed, you know, like you hang around the S30 crop of rookies a fair bit, and they're all big Bastyy fans, as you said. They've all signed up to the club. So out of the group you got, who are the ones you think are going to make it? And I don't mean just doing well now. You know, who are the ones you reckon have got the legs to actually become professional footy players? Because every year or every season we get a crop of rookies that run out at 100 miles an hour, and by 2 or 3 seasons, you're probably lucky if there's 2 or 3 that are still constantly posting.
Oh, I like Pam Bangers. He's got some good media threads already, so I think he'll be around in a few seasons' time. And he's participating all over the SFA, so he's clearly enjoying himself. Yeah,
no, I agree with that. As long as he doesn't overburn himself. But you know, that's what happens. People get a bit too carried away themselves and then they sort of fall off. But I think P and Bangers has got legs. Yep. Who else?
I like Kilroy. I think he's like one of the few enjoyable posters at the Bombers right now.
Yeah.
So he's been good to banter with. Mr. M, of course, he's been great this season and he's always active around the SFA. He's in Werewolf as well, so as long as he's in every Werewolf game, he'll stay around.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think when he started was having a bit of trouble trying to figure it out and, you know, real world versus fantasy, but he's had a few good challenges in the last few matches, and I think he's really starting to get his feet, because I'm noticing now when I read his banter and his comebacks, he's really starting to get the knack of, you know, how you go into it. So I actually think Mr. M's got long legs as well. And what about Fridge? You like Fridge?
I like Fridge, but I think he's got to move on from just being the Fridge guy as well.
But he's a Fridge. He's just a Fridge with, what is it, arms, isn't it?
I don't know if he even has arms.
God, he's got to have arms. How does he drink beer?
You insert it in like a little thing that where the water comes out, you just put the beer up through there and then he has the time of his life.
But you've got Waffle, who's, well, Pugsley now, and he's just been Pug. He doesn't even get out of Pug. That's why Miggs is pissed off with him. He can't stop getting the lipstick applied. You know, he's just Pug. So I think I reckon he could handle being a Fridge.
Yeah, I guess it depends. There's a few people like that. Even in this rookie crop, you've got Tony, who's just Tony from The Simpsons.
Yeah, but I like him. You don't rate him?
I think he's good. He hasn't posted much recently, but he seems to be one of those post 3 or 4 times a week and then get a nomination in the post of the week in Manangatang's thread.
Yeah, I think, Tony sort of started off, I think, he was trying the hard edge style of sort of bantering, which come off a little bit aggressive, or a bit like, oh, who the fuck are you sort of thing. Yeah. But he's really caught it now. Like now when you banter with him, he's role playing and you don't get that personal feel about it. It's just fun. So yeah, I reckon he could last. But there's obviously going to be posters that are, you know, rookies that'll, you know, won't be regular posters. But just the ones that drop away. Is there any there you reckon, or are there any that have dropped away?
Guerrero went missing for a bit. He didn't post for a few weeks at one point. I know that much. That's like that. I think everyone's been pretty consistent this season.
Righto. I'm looking forward to the awards night. You reckon Mr. M should get it?
Well, I don't want to be too biased.
Well, you can be.
I'm only allowed to be biased in the Rising Star Committee room. But, yeah, I think Mr. M's a chance. Him or PM Bangers are my two favourites at the moment.
Oh, yeah, and PM Bangers is really putting up a big one lately, isn't he?
Yeah, he's ending off the season strong.
And he's into the werewolf and he's rubbing the BC back boys and all that stuff. Yes, all right. Right, it's time for Fact or Crap. Now, this is where I'm hoping a Fury can prove they're smarter than those other thick pricks that are out there. Now, up until recently, it was a no-brainer because, you know, there was things like Clark M, Sturgeon, Grand Uncle Horry were on 3 out of 10. And remember, it's a 50-50 fact or crap. So how you get 3 out of 10, even if you tried, I don't reckon you'd be that stupid. The PM Bangers came in. Now, you know, he got a 4. So
he started off shit, though.
Oh, he was like 6 in a row. He only got the last 4 right. And then in the middle, we got Miggs and the halfback and footy guy and Jack Barrow. Well, actually, the halfback and Miggs are 5. Jack Barrow and the footy guy are on 6. And then Agent 93 killed it with 9, like 9. So the aim of the game now is to just knock him off the perch. So are you that guy?
Probably not, but fuck if I don't try.
Righto. Let's hope you're the hero we've been waiting for. So remember, don't take too long. Just get it out. Everyone that dawdles on it fucks it up. So you're really off just throwing it out there. And don't be typing like Sturge, the cheating bastard. Just go for it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
George Knuckle-Mackers was the man behind the original Orient of the Express train service.
Crap.
It's a fact! And that's a shit start. And that's a fact. Righto, the best you can do is match Agent 93 now. You could have got the first. Right, this is where you recover. And this is an easy one. The company NEC was founded in 1899.
Crap.
It's a fact! Did you go to the same school as Buddy PM Bangers?
I might have. I hope not.
Righto, you're falling down the list here. Here we go. Number 3. John Denver was born Henry John Duchendorf.
It's got to be crap.
It's a fact!
Fuck me. How are you going to have 3 facts in a row?
Righto. Now, you're at that point where you need to make a decision. Actually, it doesn't matter. Just keep trying to answer them right. Let's see if you can get 0. Because, you know, at least you're at one end of the ladder. It might be the right end, but at least you got something out of it. Righto. This one's an easy one. Do you like ice cream?
I love ice cream.
Okay, you'll get this one easy then. Haagen-Dazs ice cream was developed by a Danish medical student.
Fact.
It's crap! You switched at the wrong time. You've had 3 facts and a crap, and you've given me 3 craps and a fact. How can you do that?
You've told me to be quick, and I decided earlier that was going to be crap.
All right, here we go. This one's an easy one. You know spiders, don't you?
I know a lot about spiders.
Good. This is easy. All spiders have eyes.
Crap.
It is crap.
I got one.
You're one up. You're on the board. Now, you have to get at least 2. Otherwise, you're at the bottom of the board. So you've got to get 2 out of the next 4. So you need to be really getting this. But luckily, the 4 last questions are the easiest. Dr. Christian Barnard performed the world's first heart transplant in 1957.
Crap.
It is crap.
Oh.
Do you know when he did it?
Was it earlier than 57? I feel like it was.
So you don't know?
I have no idea.
Excellent. I'm happy to think that you're just randomly getting them right. I hate to think you actually know this shit. Right, here we go. Little Bighorn is a famous battle of the American Civil War.
Fact.
Crap! It wasn't the Civil War. It was the Indians that they were fighting. They weren't fighting the Confederates and that. It was soldiers and Indians. The Civil War.
I don't know anything about the Civil War. What can I say?
It's when the South fought the top for the slavery. Oh.
I'm too busy playing footy.
Righto, we've only got 2 right. And you got 3 to go. Tell you what, you better hustle. Sir Douglas Mawson was the first man to reach the South Pole.
Fact.
Crap! crap! You're in red zone now. If you were like a uranium plant, a bloody nuclear power plant, people would be running out of there now. Okay, you got 2 to go, and you have to get these 2 right to be equal at the bottom. And if you get one of these wrong, you are the dumbest, thickest prick in the SFA to date.
I'm not happy with that.
No, you got to pull this out, mate. You're the Bastyy Fan Club's buddy pin-up boy. Yeah, here we go. Abraham Lincoln was the second president of the United States.
Crap.
It was crap. You know what number he was?
14, was he?
I have no idea. I don't follow American presidents. Okay, this one's an easy one to equal being just as dumb as Sturge, Clark M and Grand Uncle Horry, but at least not dumber than them. So this is a really important question for you. The peanut is a nut, not a pulse.
Fact.
You dumb bastard. It's crap. You are officially the dumbest, thickest prick on my list.
Look,
even the rookie scored higher than you. In fact, everybody has.
I'm not happy with that. Don't mention me in any future podcasts. I don't want to live that back.
Righto. One last question. Who would you like to see in the hot seat next?
I'd love to see Serial Thriller. I think he's going to squib like every other dragon.
I don't know about that. I think those dragons, there's got to be some dragons with some kahoonies. I mean, because I just keep giving it that squib ace Andy. And I'd have to think if anyone from the dragons will have the kahoonies to stand up where their bloody captain won't, it would be Serial Thriller. So good call, though. We'll see what happens. And if he doesn't come on, my God, the dragons need to be folded and just tossed out of the bloody SFA. Okay, you heard it, Serial Thriller. Have you got the kahoonies, unlike that squib of a captain of yours, to sit in the hot seat? Until next time, this is Tiger Turbulence turning up the heat.